Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. I am Ashlyn Ray, and I want to just welcome everybody to the group. Old members, welcome back. I'm just on because I want to set some Sunday morning intention and inspiration for you guys for this week. So before I head out to get my holy word, I want to leave you guys with the word. So realistically, I want you guys to have everything that you desire, all of your dreams, all of your wishes, your ultimate choices. I want you to have the freedom to have choice. And so, with that being said, I just wanted to touch on a few things that can allow that to happen without having resistance. So, first of all, I was told that the only animals that don't die without being lazy or with being lazy is humans. And I thought about that for a second and it was like, no, wait, because if we're lazy, we tend to let our dreams die. And if our dreams die, ultimately, aren't we dead too? If we aren't thinking about the hopes and dreams beyond what is happening in our lives right now, like what are we working forward to? What are we going towards, right? And so I thought about that and I was like, okay, so how do you do that? How do you actually choose to set intentions and get the things that you want and desire? And so that's something that I've been, studying for 10 years. And that's a really big part of how I was able to design the lifestyle that I have and the way that I have it, where there's no stress and there's no frustrations and no bullshit and all that stuff. So, yeah. So the first part, right, is essentially to choose you. You have to decide to choose you. And so when you think about choosing you, you have to understand that sometimes that's going to be no. That's going to look like you saying no when it feels uncomfortable. That's going to look like you taking out the time to put yourself first. That's going to look like you setting out and carving out time in order to just really focus on what it is you want, where it is that you are, and where it is that you are going. And that's not going to always be comfortable, especially for the people who that may affect, the people that may remove access to you from them, right? So you have to let go of what's convenient and what is familiar in order for you to open up space to bring in new possibilities and new opportunities and the new things that you are seeking. And it's so crazy to me because, and you can call it whatever you want. I call him, he's God to me, but you can say universe, you can say, source energy, you can say the vortex, the force, whatever you want to call it. But what I do know is that whatever energy you put out into the world is exactly what comes back to you. And it's almost like he's like, oh, so you didn't have the faith in me to reveal to you exactly what you desired. And so I don't know if it's a game or if it's like, I can't believe you tested my gangster. But if you're putting out negative energy after you've already set the intentions in the world, or in the universe and the energy of what you wanted, and you're not believing, and you're sad, and you're hopeless or shameful or jealous or envious or angry or whatever those things are, it's almost like he's like, oh, so you tested my gangster. I told you to put out what you want, you'll get that back, but you just have to stay the course. You just have to have the faith, right? So if you have the faith, then at some point when it's time, God will reveal those opportunities and those amazing things to you, right? So it's really crazy because it's like an unlimited amount of power and energy and positive vibrations. Whatever is in the universe and the world already exists. You just have to say you want it. It's not going to be pressed upon your heart. It's not going to be put into your mind if it wasn't possible for you to have it. So the thing is that most people, we have these desires and we do try a little bit and we go forward and we do one thing and get knocked back and it kind of like, oh, maybe that wasn't for me, right? Maybe that wasn't supposed to be that way. And that's not really the case. It's just more of making sure that what you're thinking towards is exactly the thing you want. So that is what you attract. You attract what you focus on, right? So people don't know how to tap into that limitless power. And so that is my hope for us, that I get to teach you how to do that. If you've done it a little bit and you scrape the surface a little bit and then you figured out like, okay, this is not exactly what I thought it was. My hope is that I can guide you through that, because it really is amazing once you're able to channel that happy space, that baseline happy space. You tend to attract just more and more good stuff. Have you ever noticed how like when you're in like a really amazing mood, things just seem to be going your way and you just kind of continue on that ride? Well, the same happens for the opposite, for the negative, right? So we want to focus on releasing what we don't want and not thinking about that, and totally focusing on what it is that we do want, so that we attract those things to us. So I just want to do like a quick rampage or a quick prayer over you guys, meditation over you guys, that just, I hope, invokes inspiration and just a little thought for food for thought for you to think about exactly what it is that you want, and then how to stay focused on that. So I just want you to have open hearts, so that you have an abundance of love and compassion and network, so that whatever the desires that it is that you want, you set your intentions on that, you set your vibrations on that, so that that is exactly what you are bringing back to yourselves. I want to make sure that you understand that everything you need is already within you. You already have everything. All you have to do is set the intention, choose you, and do what it is that you need to do in order to stay in that space. So that is, do your affirmations, chant to yourself, pray, meditate, do whatever you need to do in order to stay in that happy space, so that you become the happiest person you know and the biggest attractor that you know. You are already amazing. You're already awesome. You're already special. The thing that you want, you're already amazing at, and it has been set exactly for you. I know we have all heard the term that, you can't take something away from you that has been set for you. And that is so very true. All you have to do is stand in front and take the challenge, take on the mission that was placed before you. So this week, going into this week, I just want you to set the attention that this is what I want. This is what I would like to accomplish. And stay focused on that as best you can. Whenever you start to get negative and you start to get off track, just think about the things that are already good. Think about the gratitude and things that are amazing in your life, even if it's something so small as the sip of coffee you had, or being able to, be cozy in your home. Whatever the thing is, just start thinking about one thing that brings you gratitude, and then go to the next thing, and then go to the next thing, and then think of more. And what you'll notice is that your energy will start to shift, and your mind will start to shift, and you will start to feel happier and better, and it will begin to bring you back to that happy baseline. So I encourage you to take an inventory of something that you want or desire, something that you've been working at. Maybe you've had challenges with it, and just write it down. Talk about it with yourself. Have that inner monologue, and just put into the universe what the outcome is that you want, and speak as though it already has happened. Speak as though you've already obtained whatever it is that you were looking to get. And every time you feel like you are veering off the track, and it looks a little hopeless, or it looks a little dim, that is going to allow you to bring you back to it, because you already have the capability to accomplish whatever it is. Rather, that's if you want love, if you want children, if you want a new career, if you want an abundance of wealth, if you want a new business, if you want to get through school and finish your degree, whatever it is, just know that you already have the capability of doing it. You just need to focus on what it is that you want. And whenever you get any negative thoughts, you need to immediately just stop and ask yourself, exactly why am I feeling this? What triggered this? And then start thinking about the logical things and the things that you've already accomplished, that you can have gratitude and bring you back to the happy space. You don't stay in negative, and you don't really stay in happy. You have to constantly go back to the gratitude and the abundance and the happy. However, whatever space you're in is exactly what you're going to bring into you. So over this week, I just speak love and inspiration and abundance and peace and healthy mental, healthy bodies, healthy families, and just positive energy to everybody for this week. I just really wanted to speak to everybody before I headed out for my word to church. And I hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful, great week. Please comment what your intentions are for this week. I would love to know. I would love to chat about that. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Happy Sunday, and I will see you later in the week.